Hey guys, Preparedness 1 here. Take my glasses off so I can see better. So I wanted to compile, excuse me, a better list for you guys as far as other prepping items that you should have. And so I kind of went through. No, Maxie, go on. Maxie, get up. I went through the list of comments, what a lot of people said, and I had to laugh because when I did the original video, I was like completely blanking out at the time, and a lot of these things I have, and I'll go through and I'll say what I have, as I go through and what I don't have. Okay. So everybody knows the standards that we need to have for prepping. Band-aids, beans, and bullets. Okay. So I mean, those kind of things have been pretty much talked to death. Other sources of light, obviously. Those things pretty much everybody knows. But we're gonna go over some other things, okay? One of the things is like kerosene and kerosene heaters, kerosene lanterns, oil lamps, those type of things. Those are also things that are good to have as far as obviously for heat and another light source, okay? Here's one that I definitely do not have that I definitely do need to get. Traps and snares for trapping small game. Okay, even oversized mouse traps, you can tie them off to a tree. Okay, and you put peanut butter on it, and you can catch squirrels that way. So I mean, that I do not have at this time. I definitely need to add that into my preps. Okay. Now, obviously, hand tools. Hand tools are really, really important. Like, pickaxe, shovel, hand saws, those type of things. Really, really important to have. I have all of those. Maul axe. Maul axe is a nice thing as well. Okay. And having extra handles for those tools. Now, I don't have extra handles, but that's actually also a really good idea to have, is extra handles. Okay. Breaker bar. It's a nice thing to have too. You can't get something up. Having that breaker bar to loosen something up, it's always a good thing to have. Let me see. Okay, here's another one. And I did start doing this more so. Stocking up on entertainment for distraction. Board games. Just regular books to read, not prepping books, but just regular books to have, just to be able to distract yourself. But having cards, 3, 4, 5 playing decks, having like Uno is a good game. Monopoly, Yahtzee. Those are different types of things that you can sit down and play for hours, and it's very distracting. It's a good way to take your mind off of things. Okay. Having candy gum like hard candy, that's a real good thing to have. Hard candies are going to last a lot longer, and I've had other candy that I've had before, and then kind of after a while it's not so good no more. But hard candies will stay for a long time. Extra clothing in different sizes. Now this is kind of important, especially if you have children, because they're always obviously growing. Having a lot of different sizes of clothing is good for that. Now what I always did is I kind of, in my mind, I kept like all my old stuff that I had, because of the fact that they were growing, and I figured, well, if they had to, they could cut it down and make it to fit if we had to. Okay, and along those lines, let's go with sewing kits, needles, extra thread, extra fabric to do patch jobs. Those are real important things to have as well. Just really, it's the thinking of everything. It's very difficult. The best way, and I'll go on with this in a second, but I would say the best way to do it is sit down, make yourself out a list, okay, and on the list you go by things of importance. What's important to you? Like toilet paper. Okay, it's kind of important to have. So You don't want to be in that situation. Now, let me restate the fact that the first things you should be stocking up on, okay, is definitely water first, food, and then a way to protect that. Those are the first things you really need to stock up on. Once you get, and like I said, that food you can add on slowly and regularly. But then you make yourself a list and you say, okay, this month or this week, I'm going to purchase extra of this, or I'm going to purchase this. That's a good way of doing it. Give yourself a challenge, if you will, and say, this is what I plan on doing this month. Okay, so having extra glasses, like I wear glasses. What I always do is when I buy a new pair of glasses, I just take my old glasses and I set them aside and pack them away. Just because you never know. Okay, kind of a smart thing to do if like I said, if you wear glasses. Socks, underwear, wool socks, you know, and again, a lot of this is going to go on whatever region of the country or the world that you're in, depending on how your weather is. Now, I'm in the Northeast, so we prep differently than somebody would in the South as far as clothing goes. Okay, but it's an individual thing that you have to prepare for. Like long johns. We have those. I have wool socks, extra socks, gloves, mittens, hats. All those things are real important to have more than you need. Okay. Let's see. Hair cutting scissors. Now um, but being able to cut other people's hair, uh, having extra razors. And again, now okay, let's go on to razors real quick. You can also use that as a barter item. Extra bars of soap, having a lot of soap. Again, another barter item if you want to. Staying clean after an event is real important. Also, being able to wash your clothes. A couple 5-gallon buckets, and having laundry soap and having extra laundry soap. Good things to have. Okay. Let's see. Paper and pencils and pens. Just again, distraction, writing yourself down a list of what you need to do, what's important, what needs to get squared away. It's a good way of doing it. Okay. And again, like like I said, having a monthly goal, make yourself a checklist. And as you check stuff off, you'd be surprised how fast that'll happen. Okay. And a great way to do that is through garage sales, flea markets, and stuff like that. Real good way to get stuff a lot cheaper than going and buying it, full price. Let's see. Pet supplies. If you have pets, having extra cat food and stuff like that. Very important stuff to have. Let's see. Dental supplies. Now, if you have a dentist in your group, even better. But most of us don't have a dentist in our group or know a dentist firsthand other than going to the dentist. So, but being able to do, minor dental stuff, and having information on how to do that probably is a good thing too. Saline bags for running IVs and stuff like that if you had to. Okay, say somebody, is dehydrated really bad, which is going to happen. You overdo it and you get dehydrated. You may need to use that, or for minor surgeries or something like that. Okay. Nails, screws, building supplies. That's real important. Having extra screws, having extra nails, roofing nails, having shingles, extra 2x4s or whatever else you're going to need for building. Real cool if you can do it. If you can put those away, that's awesome. Having a hammer, screwdrivers, stuff like that. Real good to have. Okay. Let's see. Go back over to another card here. Bow and arrow. Crossbow, a nice thing to have if you can do it. I mean, and not just from Daryl from The Walking Dead either, but it's a good way to be able to hunt with not making any noise. So Good thing definitely to have. Having your basic medical supplies. I mean, I know that's part of the main things you should have anyway, but peroxide, alcohol, betadine, tape, bandages, ibuprofen, acetaminophen, stomach meds, neosporin, calamine lotion, sunscreen, Benadryl. Those are kind of really important things to have in your list. Basic medical supplies. And I can do another whole video basically on basic medical supplies that you should have. I think actually I'll do a video on it. I think that would be a good video. But, deodorant. Have an extra deodorant. I mean, baby powder. Baby powder can double as deodorant. Foot powder for foot care. So those are also important things. Let's see. As far as like ammo, stocking up on the main types of ammo that are used in our country. So let's go with 22 ammo for your 22. Long or short, doesn't matter, either one. You're looking at 9mm. Also another good round to have. Even if you don't have a 9mm, it's a good thing to have. 7.62 times 39 or times 56. For the AK-47s. Definitely a good thing to have, okay? Your 222 or 223 rounds. Those are going for more for your mini 14s and stuff like that. Definitely 30-06 for your Winchester. Really, really good ammunition to have. Again, it can be used for barter if it's people you trust. If you don't trust them, you don't want to give them, barter ammo. But, having those things is a good thing to have. Clothespins, clothesline. I mean, those are good things to have. I have both. Having other ropes, different strength ropes, not just regular ropes at the store. I bought them online. I bought a couple of really heavy-duty ropes that, 1,500-pound max or 2,000-pound max. They're a lot stronger than your average regular ropes. And then having a big heavy rope as well that's going to be able to hold. Pulleys. Pulleys is another good thing. I got pulleys out in the shop. That if you have something that's a heavy duty weight that you can't handle, having a pulley system is a really smart thing to have. And again, I'm going more extreme of different things just to give you guys some ideas, okay? Let's see. Bag of rags, cloth diapers. Having different baby things that you're gonna need. But cloth diapers, baby pins. With cloth diapers you can wash them over and over and over again. Okay. Having a box of rags, feminine hygiene products for the ladies, Kotex, whatever, and also those can also double up in case somebody's shot, to put that on the wound as well. Okay, to try to help stop the bleeding. Those are definitely good things you got to have. I have a young lady, obviously, so my daughter's here with me, so those are important things to have, is to be able to have those. And like I said, in rags, having a bag of rags, you can use that if you have to. Again, it can be re-washed and used again. Okay. Let's see. Knee pads, rain poncho. Wind-up clock. I have a wind-up clock. That's what I use all the time. So, again, those are good things to have. Extra batteries, rechargeable batteries, something that you can recharge. Let's see, horse gear. Now that's kind of funny that that a lot of people don't think about that. If you had a worst case scenario and the only means of transportation was a horse, then you need horse gear. Let's see, wool blankets. Okay. Those are. I'm just trying to give you guys some different ideas, different things to think about. Having, extra wire, having outlets, having, wire screw caps for electrical work, all those different things. I mean, I have all that stuff. I have all kinds of extra stuff like that in the shop. And, like I said, having the tools, having the, being able to, being able to use them. I'm lucky enough that I have my own power source. So, I mean, here's the thing. I know I did a video on EMPs. I personally don't think an EMP is what our main thing we would have to worry about. My main concern would be the grid going down, and I'll do a video on that too. But you know, having the extra things that you're going to need, real important. You know, it's better to be safe than sorry. So I hope this kind of a list, more extensive, is going to give you guys better ideas. You know, having extra towels. You know, those type of things. You know, like I said, I already said sunscreen, but you know, being able to take care of minor things. You know, going over your house. Here's another thing that, and looking where there's any safety issues, because you know, in a worst case scenario, there's no running to the doctor. So now there's another thing you can think about. You know, having splints. You know, ace bandage wraps. You know, those type of things. You know, there's so many different things that you know you need to think about. Like I said, now here's a great thing to have: little fire starter things. You know, and this one's not working, but you know, they're nice to have. It's another way, having lots of different ways to be able to start fire. You know, matches, lighters, you know, those type of things. It's really really good to have, and have a lot of them. So, you know, like one of the things, I know I've showed this in a past video. I'm going to show you guys this real quick though. It's one of my favorite things to have that I picked up, and I did do a video on this, but now this is a freaking antique, and I absolutely love this. Okay, your basic water pitcher in your base in your bowl. You can heat water up on the wood stove or over a fire pit or whatever. Put it in there, pour it into your bowl, wash up that way. You know, I love having this thing. It's just another way of being able to clean yourself. You know, having extra. You know, there's another thing to have too, which would be a smart thing, is extra containers, Tupperware. Okay, different things to store stuff in, different sizes. I have a lot of Tupperware, and so those are good things to have. You know, and like I said, if you're bartering, to be able to, now I have the bigger packs of stuff, and unless I'm bartering the whole pack, you know, to be able to have something to put, like, you know, having extra plastic bags, you know, baggies and stuff like that, Ziploc baggies, you know, those are things like that. To be able to say, okay, well, I'm going to give you XYZ amount. You want to have a pound? How about a scale to be able to weigh stuff? You know. Again, these are different things. Just throwing different ideas out there. As far as like, you know, you're having vinegar. You know, having like your cooking oils, stuff like that. Those are, you know, there's so many different things to have that's important. But like I said, the best thing you can do, in my opinion, is make yourself a list. Now here's another thing you probably don't think about, and we all have them around the house, but I'm just gonna, there you go. You're cooking on the stove now because you don't have, you know, the electric's out, and you got a nice little mitt. You can grab that hot pan with no problems. I mean, stupid little things like that. We don't think about those things on a day-to-day basis, okay? But again, those are important things to have. And, you know, just like I said, the biggest thing, the biggest suggestion that I would have is to sit down, make a list. What's important to you? You know, is shaving cream important to you? Well, stock up on shaving cream, you know. Day-to-day living things that we take for granted, you know. Like I said, being able to distract yourself with board games. Like I said, me personally, I love Yahtzee. I love playing it, always have. Monopoly is a good thing, you know. So there's so many different ways that you can do things to distract yourself. Having those games on hand, really, really important. So I hope this video helped. Let me know, tell me what your thoughts are and stuff like that. I'm just trying to give you guys a more detailed list of things as far as good things to have in preparation. But like I said, making that list is really, really important. So anyway, today is let me tell you, the 23rd, I believe. 23rd of August. Is absolutely beautiful here today. It's like 79. It's sunny. I will be doing another video on my solar. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I wanted to get this out here to you guys first, okay? But I want to talk about that. I'll talk about that tomorrow with the solar. I know I said that yesterday, but I will do a video on the solar and talking about our wants and needs and how our system is working for us. So anyway, guys, listen. Have a wonderful day. I hope you all are doing well. I really do. And being positive, having a positive mental attitude is key to everything. It really, truly is. There's a lady that I walk into work every day, and she's like the most, I believe she's a very unhappy person. And a lot of people call her a BI. But, you know, I mean, she'll walk in and I'll tell her good morning, and she'll say, yeah, if that's what you want to call it. And I say, well, you're alive and you're breathing, aren't you? So, you know, and I'll tell you what, every day I still say good morning to her because, you know, I think that she's a very unhappy person, you know, and she projects that out in a very negative way. And I just, you know, that's too bad. It really, truly is. And, you know, having a positive attitude. I mean, don't get me wrong, none of us want to be at work all the time, okay? But there's no reason to come in miserable and nasty to everyone every day. There's no reason for that, okay? So, anyway, guys, listen, have a great day. Stay positive, be happy. It's all about choices, really, truly is, you know. All about the choices we make in our lives. If you choose to be a positive, happy person, you're going to be. And you project that more, and more positive things are going to come your way. If you're negative, negativity breeds negativity. So anyways, I'm going to leave it at that. Have a wonderful day. Prepper Nurse went off for now, and I'll talk to you guys later.